This is our culture. This belongs to us. We have to start boycotting these brands, holding them accountable. Think black girl attitude out of our mind. Oh, it can only be me that's popping a click. And Mean Girls, black girls, we bitch too much about other black girls. Understand the grand scheme of things. They don't care about you. You're black. What's good, and welcome back to CCTV. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, what's good? My name's Shanette Carleo. Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe if you like my content. Also, make sure you like this video if you like anything that I'm saying anytime throughout the video. Today, girls, we are talking about black bloggers and influencers and public figures, so to speak, and why it is that we don't do as well as non-black bloggers, influencers, and etc. Before I say what I'm going to say, I want to acknowledge that I know that there is a very big problem in creative industry, so music, film, television, and it falls on down to, you know, the stuff that we do as bloggers, influencers, and etc. And we don't get treated fairly just in general. But today I kind of want to sit down and speak about how we kind of add to that problem, because at this point, I'm starting to feel like 70% of why we are in this situation has to do with a lot of things that we do as black bloggers. I wanted to talk about this for a long time. I know that me even saying that it's our fault might be a bit like sensitive to people that grind, work hard, and do this every day, the same as myself, but I feel like self-reflection is important. So as much as I feel like this is a big subject matter that we could go into forever, I've tried to kind of compress it down to just 4 main points. However, it is a big situation, and you know, we could go on and on about this forever, but I'm going to talk about 4 points in where I feel like we add to this problem, and where maybe we can stop and possibly make it better for each other. So the first thing I feel like we do as black bloggers, which adds to this whole situation of us not doing as well as others, is that we conform too much. The first thing we have to understand about ourselves as black bloggers is that we are very, very enriched. We come from all different backgrounds, we're very diverse, and we have so much different talents that come just from our culture. Anything in pop culture is basically taken from black culture. Like 70% of pop culture is taken from black culture. So why do we conform to European or white standards? This is our culture. This belongs to us. When you see bloggers promoting stuff, brands playing certain kind of musics in their adverts, trends going all over social media, all of a sudden that we have always had in our culture, and it's always been a part of our culture. These are things that we've been doing this, we lead on this. So why do we feel like we have to conform to European standards in a blogging industry which is fueled by pop culture, which is black culture, which is our culture? And to make this clearer, what I mean by this is, as I said, black women are very diverse and very different. So none of us are all in the same at all. But I feel like a lot of black women feel like they have to, for instance, like YouTube. I pay attention to YouTube a lot because that's mostly what I do. They feel like they need to come onto the platform and really conform and present something that is totally away from what they are, for instance. So a lot of people feel they have to come on here and be very well spoken. You know, they have to seem very articulate. They wouldn't talk about certain things that happen in their culture, or, you know, certain kind of music that they listen to in their culture. They wouldn't talk about anything that is kind of to do with, you know, black culture, or makes them seem, and I know this sounds dumb, but like it makes them seem very black, because they're trying to conform to a European standard, because they believe that is what, you know, the brands want to see, because the brands, a lot of these brands are, you know, they're white owned, or they promote a lot of non-black girls, so they feel like they have to conform into the standard of what a lot of brands are kind of portraying. And in doing that, you are making a black woman that comes on YouTube to talk about herself, her culture, her history, to show things in her culture, you're making it seem less attractive, because you as black women yourself are not embracing your culture and who you really are. And I'm not saying that black women can't come on this channel and be educated and articulate. I think we need a lot more of that. All I'm saying is that there's a lot more diversity in black women that we don't see represented by a lot of bloggers, because everybody's trying to play a strict line because they want to be accepted into an industry that they lead in. My point is, if you're going to be a YouTuber, if you're going to be an influencer, if you're going to be a blogger, Be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to come on and speak slang if that's what you speak. Don't be afraid to come on and wear what you want to wear. Don't be afraid to come on and speak about your black history. Don't be afraid to talk about what you like to do on the weekend. If that means you're in a bashment rave, dirty wine into Vibes Cartel on the weekend, at twerking, and that's your thing that you like to do, don't be afraid to show that. You don't have to be this prissy young lady that is, you know, sipping tea and has it all together. Like, nobody cares about people that have it all together. People want to see real people, and I'm not saying if you've got it all together you're not real, but stop feeling like you have to be so politically correct all the time. Our culture is not PC at all, and I think it's great to explore all the different avenues that we have, and feeling like you can't talk about certain things, you can't be your real self. Conforming is just adding to the rules that, okay, you can't be different and you have to conform to European standards, or you have to conform to the behaviors of European standards in order to be accepted in the blogging industry, and that's just not true, and it's just not real, and it doesn't help us. And if you do that, you don't help your culture, you don't help other black girls to come out and express and be who they want to be, because you representing as a black woman, as an influencer, as a blogger, if you're conforming, then how can people look up to you and really trust in you? They will feel like they will have to come out and be like you, which is conforming, which is not helping the culture and is not pushing any more of us forward. A lot of us are just young black girls or black women coming up that want to be them and want to be honest with who they are and want to discover all parts of their culture and diversity, and not feel constructed or limited in a box to how they have to portray themselves because of what's accepted in nowadays society. The second thing we do way too much is play into the token card myth. Okay, so first of all, being a token card is not a myth, so I don't want to get that misconstrued. There definitely are many very successful brands, makeup, skin, hair, that really push to the forefront 80% of white, Caucasian, European marketing, and the 10% left will be for the token card races, and black people are definitely one of the token card races. And so we play into this myth. In order to be a successful blogger and influencer, we want to be a part of, you know, all of these big brands, and that is our way of feeling like we're successful. And because we know that a lot of these brands represent, you know, 90% non-black kind of representation, we believe that, okay, there's only 10% for us black girls. There's only one space, one spot, a few spots for us black girls. And because we are aware of that and we know that that happens, we play into this myth. We play into this myth like it's acceptable. And so what it does is it stops us from supporting our sisters and other black bloggers around us, not because we don't think they're good enough, not because we don't think that they're talented, because we're thinking, okay, well, I need to get that one spot up there and I can't really like bring you in case you take that one spot, and then where will I be? We need to stop that. The reason why they're even able to do this token card situation is because of that mentality. They feel like, okay, well, we just need to throw a black girl in there to make us appear as though we're being diverse, when honestly they are not considering diversity like that, because they don't have to, and black bloggers are not putting it on them so that they have to really consider us. We need to, as black girls, support each other a lot more if we want to create more opportunities for ourselves. Like, I sat down and I watched a blogger. In fact, I've watched a few YouTubers and influencers that have quite large followings, okay? I'm talking like 100k to 500k, and they sit down and make videos still complaining about the fact that they are not asked to certain events, that they are not considered by certain brands, or they've done partnership with brands in order to show their audience, for instance, products, but then when they take pictures and stuff like that, the brand won't actually like put it up on their Instagram or have them in the forefront of their brand. They just kind of want to use them for the audience that they bring. So if I'm like a successful blogger that has like 500k, they will give me products so I can promote it on my channel. However, if I take pictures with the product on and send it to them, they're not going to put me on like their main page, because I'm not the target for their main audience. I'm just the target for the token card audience, and they know that I have that, so they'll give me products to show that to my audience so that you buy. But in the grand scheme of things, they're not considering me as a face for their brand. And I hear bloggers that have such large followings complaining about it, and it annoys me a little bit because I think, you know, you have that following where you can actually start making these changes. You can actually start implementing things to make these changes. I can sit here and make this video all I want. I don't have that following, and people are probably not even going to watch this video to understand the message that I'm saying. But instead of coming as a grand influencer with a big following and sitting down in front of a camera and complaining why you and you alone haven't got, you know, posted on Instagram, or you and you alone haven't got invited to an event, or you and you alone, you know, you haven't been asked to do things, understand the grand scheme of things. They don't care about you. You're black. So what do you have to do to change it? You have to bring in a gang of black girls so that they can see that there's lots of us here actually. We're all slaying. We've all got huge followings, and people want to see us not just on our channels. They want to see us on your brand. And I'm not saying it has to be a thing where you bring people on your channel and put them on, or you shout them out and send all your subscribers that way. But it can be something as small as just subscribing to a YouTuber that, you know, doesn't have as much followers than you, and you like their content. Like, I know certain YouTubers that will watch your stuff consistently and just won't subscribe because they feel like, why should they? Because they've got more subscribers than you. What's a subscribe? You don't even have to subscribe. What's a like? Like your sister's them videos. If you're watching this now, like it. Why can't you like it? It's for the cause. And this is my thing. Like, if I discover a brand new black female YouTuber and she's cute and she's saying anything, most of the time I leave a comment encouraging them and I subscribe to their channel. Look, unless they're talking a madness, it's about supporting your sisters. The better one sister does, another sister does, a third sister does, the more brands are looking at us gang of black girls all popping off, and they want to involve us more and more. If you don't want to do that, and you want to be, you know, that token card person, that you get all of the opportunities and be in one space, and you're mad because you're a big influencer and that's not really happening for you, you can't be mad because you're not doing anything about trying to bring your sisters on so they can see there's a team of us. They're not just going to pay attention to just you. Accept that Patricia is that beautiful token card. Accept that. Why are you trying, you're trying to go into Patricia's place? Let Patricia go in there. She's leading, she's got millions of followers, she's got glamour, you know. Accept that you are playing into the token card myth. There's only a position for one, right? So Patricia's there, so you can't complain. That's why you're not getting invited, because Patricia is leading that. Like, let her lead, let her do her thing. If you're underneath her now, you're complaining about why you can't get a bring-ins, but are you bringing in other of your sisters? No, you're not. So you know that there's 10% for black girls, and right now there's a couple people, YouTubers, influencers that already got that spot. So you just have to wait until it's your turn. Or if you want to see a change and you want there to be more spots so that, you know, Patricia and you can also be there, and your sister can also be there, and another YouTuber can also be there. Think about ways you can work with your sisters, support your sisters, collaborate with your sisters. That is the only way that brands are gonna get rid of this token card myth and just understand that we are all popping, our culture's popping, the women that come from that culture are popping, and they should actually lead on their culture. Get this token card myth that, oh, it can only be me that's popping as a black girl out of your mind. We are all popping. This next one really annoys me. It's the third reason why I think that we don't do as well, and it's all down to us, is that we as black girls, not me personally because I don't do this, but we as black girls, we bitch too much about other black girls, especially in the industry, like in blogging, influencers, YouTubers. We bring down our sisters too much. Instead of doing the opposite and supporting them, we bring them down. And this is absolute nonsense. This doesn't happen with any other culture. Like, you will go onto Zoella, who is a very big white YouTuber, and if you go onto her channel, guaranteed every other video she's got her whole team in there, a couple of girls, a couple of guys. Like, she is a big YouTuber. She brings on people, she supports people, she builds up their success. You don't see her bringing down any other YouTuber. You don't see non-black girls doing this, but black girls will make a whole video just straight sending, just dragging a girl that they don't even know anything about. And then how do we expect to be successful if we're so concerned and worried about what other people are doing? The most common one that I've seen on YouTube, especially lately, is a lot of people commenting about a group of young ladies that are YouTubers that have formed a friendship, and so all of a sudden that makes them a clique and mean girls. And, you know, a lot of people just had a lot to say about them, And I just like, it's very disappointing to me, because see, in my mind, that's the winning formula. At the end of the day, when you make videos, when you're a YouTuber, when you're an influencer, like I can say this for myself, my friends don't understand this. Like, they don't do this, they work 9 to 5s. So when it comes to my struggles that I have with YouTube and just being consistent and thinking of content and taking the time out to video, film and edit things, like, my friends outside don't understand, they don't get it. So when I'm like having down times with this whole situation, like literally I filmed this video last night, when I uploaded it had deleted. I'm redoing this video again, just little things like that. When I need motivation and help staying consistent, I have to speak to people that do the same thing as I do, so they kind of get it, I understand, and can kind of lift me up. We can lift each other up. So it's just normal that you will make friends that do YouTube as well, that do blogging as well, so you can have those conversations and about the struggles you have and encourage each other. If these group of girls form a friendship together through YouTube, through the work that they do, through whatever, what's your lot's issue with that? I don't understand what the issue is with that. Let me tell you something about these girls. These girls are the smartest girls on YouTube, because they have done what I said needs to be done in my second point, and they have come together and let the world know that they are lit together. They all have big profiles, they all have a kind of, you know, the same objective of being successful in their own right, and they've decided to come together to uplift each other. There's nothing wrong with that. And realistically, if you want to be a part of something like that, you have to be on the same mindset of them, but you're not, because you're making videos, you're having commentary, you're dragging down girls that have united. And that is the thing, like, as black girls, it's so alien for us to be united that we actually think something's wrong with it when a group of girls link up and are doing big things. And we need to get that out of our mind. We need to get that, you know, that stink black girl attitude out of our minds. We really do. Like, that's not lit no more. Nobody's doing that past 2000. You know, I know this back in the day thing, if a black girl walked in the scene and, you know, you're looking everybody up and down, like, we don't do that no more. That's dead. That's dead out. Now when we see girls come in the room that are slaying, that are on things, even if you don't like somebody, if somebody is going for theirs, if somebody is dream tracing and getting it and putting in the work, you have to rate them for at least that. And so I just don't appreciate everybody having something to say about girls that are linking up and doing big things. Like, what is your issue? There's something the matter with you, and this is why you're not doing as well. And also it has a lot to do with the judgment that we put on each other as black women. We need to stop doing that, because as I said before, we're all different and all diverse. So none of us are all of one the same, and you might not like everything that another black sister does, but that doesn't make her any less worthier than you of having success if they're working hard. We need to be quicker to subscribe, quicker to support, quicker to compliment each other, and that is how we're going to see ourselves elevate. And it's not like, okay, you have to shout out people, you have to, you know, make people become who they are by, you know, bringing them on your channels or, you know, showing them on your platform. But how about just subscribing to your sister's channel? Like, people have a real issue with pressing the subscribe button. They have an issue with liking a video if someone is just, you know, coming with facts and common sense, because they got a couple of followers or subscribers, so they feel like they're the big niche. You understand? It's like, I ain't gonna press her button. That small mentality where you feel like because you've got 500k you're not gonna subscribe to somebody that's got 100 subscribers, that's why you won't win. That's exactly why you won't win, because you're looking to be that token card, you and only you, and you wonder why brands are not going to pay attention to you and only you. Why should they pay attention to one black girl? We need to bully our way in, like ball through the door, kick down the door and let them know that we're all here. But your mindset is not going to get us there. So the last thing that we do too much, we complain too much about brands that do not represent diversity, yet we still promote, make videos and are helping brands that don't promote and don't include diversity. I'm not sure how you expect change if you're going to keep on promoting, keep on supporting brands that you're complaining about. You will hear these bloggers have done a partnership with a brand who wants to give them products so they can show their audience, say on YouTube for instance, but yeah, when they take a picture with the products on that the brand gave them, the brand is not going to like put them on their Instagram main page, and they're shocked about it and they're complaining about it. The reason why they're not doing it is because they are happy and they are aware that, you know, black girls wear makeup too, so they go to the influencers that have the biggest following and they want them to promote a product. But do they want you to represent their overall brand? No, they don't, because their overall brand, that's not their target audience. Black women are not their target audience, so they don't care for putting you on their Instagram page, they don't care for having you on their main campaigns, because that is not their, you know, that's not what they're trying to do, unless they want a token card, and that, you know, they might not be wanting to do that right now. So why are you complaining? Just stop supporting the brand, stop buying their products, stop showing them on your channel. If they contact you again to do a partnership, refuse it. Like, we have to start boycotting these brands and holding them accountable, otherwise we just can't complain. Some of us are going out there and buying products, they're not even paying us to show our audience, we are buying them with our own money, we are coming on the channel and we are promoting them, and then we're getting mad when they don't have black models or black influencers in their campaigns and diversity. This is, stop buying it. And how about this? Have we ever thought about this? How about we go and seek black owned brands, and how about we promote them? Did anyone think about that? There are lots of black companies and brands and people making products that are amazing, and why don't we promote and push them more? Because this is the thing, this is going to help us. If we push and promote black owned brands, who are they going to look for to be at the forefront of their campaigns? Black women, black influencers, black models, black bloggers. So we are creating opportunities for ourselves. We can even start our own lines, our own brands, our own product of things, and we can promote that. And if you see somebody doing that, go and support them that is black, rather than trying to, you know, just trying to be a part of an established brand that doesn't care whatsoever about you. And this is not just makeup, I'm talking in terms of products and people that are collaborations, people that are representing certain products. Like, what is your story? What do you stand for? Have you been against black girls? If you've been up against black girls, why am I representing your products? Why am I supporting your collab? Like, why am I doing all these things? Why am I acting like that's okay for you to do? Like, we have to think as black bloggers, as content makers, what we are pushing and what we are promoting, and if it doesn't help our overall cause, then just stop doing it. But stop complaining about it, but yet you're still taking the free products that they're giving you and making a video and promoting them and saying it's great. You're still going and buying products from this company that is not representing black women. Why are you doing that? Boycott them. Because I'm telling you, if we was to boycott a lot of these brands, first of all, their sales would come all the way down. They would start to pay attention to the fact that black women are not purchasing from them as much, and they will start to look into including us a lot more. So it's a lot about what we do, because we are the only people that are going to fight for our cause. Like, girls, I'm telling you now, nobody is coming to fight for our cause. No black man, no white woman, no Asian woman, nobody outside of us is going to fight our cause. This is just another fight that we have as black women, and we are fighters. But if we just stand back and lie back and let them walk over us and conform to the ideals of what they think a black woman should be, meanwhile, you know, they're fully swimming in our culture, then how can we complain about it? And that is all I've come to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too ranty. I just wanted to kind of educate everybody on things we can do to help boost and promote us. I know this video is probably going to be kind of long, so I apologize, but I think it was necessary for me to speak on this. And it's a shame that I have to be like, because I don't have a big following, right? Like, probably no one's gonna watch this video, but even if they did watch this video now, like, literally, I don't have a lot of following, so I could literally blacklist myself at this point from any brands, from any partnership, from anything. And I don't feel like I should be the one that should have to do this. That's why I hate when I hear bloggers and influencers with big followings of like 100k and up, and you know, you're complaining. And I think, well, you have a following where you could actually make a difference in this situation, you know, because you could be sending out this message that I'm sending out, but you're not prepared to do that because you don't want to upset brands that are carrying out these disgusting behaviors, because you still want to be involved in everything. You still want to have that token card, you still want to be invited to events, you still want to receive free makeup. So quick or evil, you're either going to do all of that and you will stay at the stage you are, or progress once they need another token card, or send out a message. You have the audience to do that. Pick what it's going to be. You're either going to stand for something or fall for nothing. You know, they complain while putting on a product of what they're complaining about, and then, you know, oh, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Why not go into it, babe? Why not go into it? It helps. Like, it's helping the cause. Why not go into it? And that's why I don't really care. Like, I'm not here for brands and events. The way I see it, if a brand really wants to work with you, they're going to work with you. If they like you, if they think that you represent their brand well, they're going to work with you, okay? You're not just going to work with me to be a token card. So I actually don't care for if brands see this and feel like I'm a little bit too fiery, I'm a little bit too angry black woman. Yes, I am. Let me be angry and black. But what I'm not gonna do is sit here and act like all everybody else's fault. No, it's a lot of what we've got to do. We've got work to do, girls. Anyway, I digress. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please support me and like this video. Also subscribe if you'd like to subscribe. I put out videos every Sunday. Please, if you have an opinion on anything that we've been talking about today as well, please go ahead and leave a comment below. Share this video as well so that people can pay attention to this message. I love you guys so much, and make sure you follow me on social, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah!